So I'm going to talk about, he just stated, consistent service integration in workflows with OW2 Scarbo 2.0, and that's a product spotlight. Here at OW2, we start. So who I am, I'm the head of the research and development department at OpenWide. I'm an SOA as well as a BPM and ECM expert, and I'm the founder of OW2 Scarbo, as well as Eclipse Java workflow tooling and EasySOA registry. OpenWide is a leading open source provider in France, and we provide mainly business solutions for portal, ECM, and BI, as well as integration, so SOA, BPM, ESB. That's what I'm going to talk now. First, how did we get from Scarbo to Scarbo 2? What's the 2 about? Second, well, I'm going to introduce you to the EasySOA registry. Third, a little primer about Scarbo 2 architecture. And finally, you're waiting for this one, the demo, live one, I hope. So, from Scarbo to Scarbo 2. A little reminder about why Scarbo. Well, because at OpenWide, we think that empowering users by letting them design and run their processes, that's BPM, is the best way to get more value out of your services. And on the other side, that having a service-oriented architecture, SOA, is the best way not to let this go out of hand. So here comes Scarbo 2, an SOA consistent BPM solution that's built on top of 2K12, latest on the edge, not too much, OW2 and Eclipse technology. SOA consistent. No, that's the new term here. Scarbo first was SOA aware, SCI powered, but SOA consistent. Yes, because services alone do not make an architecture. And conversely, calling them does not ensure that you have the right to, that the CEO knows about it, that actually their providers know about your needs. Maybe you should have talked to them about it first. And you don't even know whether they're actually implemented or only defined, or if they will be when your process will be scheduled to be deployed. So that's SOA governance. And that's what actually means being SOA consistent for Scarbo 2. That's the kind of problems that are addressed by the SOA registry. So entering a little introduction to the EasySOA registry. That's a unified service registry for all lectures of the SOA process. That's built on top of Nuxeo document management. So what's a unified service registry? Well, that's one that gathers information from design time, your process model, from development time. So you've got maybe Java doc information or the comments in your Java implementation or Java mocks, testing, CI, and operational documentation. That's like for operators and the actual information extracted from the monitoring loop about how your processes are actually and your services are actually executed. So, what's the value offer of EasySOA? Well, it all starts with service audit and discovery. Because until you have services, until you know them, where they are, you can't do anything. So let's discover them from design time, from development time, that's source, from monitoring, that's operational time. We've also got web discovery by browsing. You can look for endpoints and WSDLs in the web. And end users can just go to the application and services will be detected under that and tagged. Second, service documentation, because for us, the first step to SOA governance, besides visibility, is documentation. So we'll try to extract all documentation, wherever it is, in your models, in your source, in your manuals, all with collaborative editing. You can enrich it. You can use the document platform Nuxeo for documenting it collaboratively. And you've got what we call SOA sanity check. That's like let's keep it in check with indicators, with validation, all the way from design to monitoring. And that's the part that the CIO likes, that everything gets kept in check. We've also got testing tools like record service calls and replay them, templatized replay also, SOAP UI, HTTP proxy, service discovery. We've got an integrated rapid application development platform, that's FraSCAti Studio on the web, develop service mashups socially, share them with your friends, deploy them on clouds. And we've got, that's for the light users, and for the, the actual integration users, you've got the ESB platform, that's Talend ESB. Cedric just told a few words about Talend before. And Bull, Jasmine, monitoring, that's a lot of OW2 projects. That's why we like OW2. And all is done by InReal Labs for the service engine, light service engine for light users. Got EasyFab for the SOA loop, feedback loop. We've got Talend for data integration and an actual integration ESB. We've got Nuxeo that manages the whole SOA model and all documents. We've got Bull for monitoring and reasoning on it to transform technical events in business ones. And we've got OpenWide, that's us, trying to provide a global architecture and integration as well as the BPM features and use cases. So, a little primer on how Scarbo architecture is impacted by EasySOA. So on the left, you've got the classical BPM architecture. That's, you've got a modeler, you design your processes, and you deploy and run them on a server. That's OW2 Bonita open solution. And now on the right, you can see the SOA part. So on the right, on the far right, you've got your IT services, and these services have been developed by EasySOA. So they're known by the registry here. And the interesting part is that at design time, your workflow model will be exported to the registry, so it creates information about what services it uses and how it uses it. So command description, definitions. And at runtime, we've got FraSCAti that actually calls these services. And if your IT services are monitored by Talend ESB and Jasmine integrated with EasySOA, you can have EasySOA dashboard that's complete with design time to runtime and monitoring information about your services and how they are called by your processes. A little information about what's under the hood of Scarbo 2. So we've upgraded the components to latest releases of Java Workflow tooling, that's Eclipse-based releases. Latest release of OW2 Bonita. Congratulations to them for the Market Award at OW2 yesterday. You've got OW2 FraSCAti, latest release also. And we've already done the model export of workflow to the SOA registry. And we still have to do so, hopefully this year, letting the modeler know, choose known services in the registry service. So now is the demo part. Stay with me, please, for designing a process, deploying it, running it, and trying to get some information about it. So first is, here you've got a Java workflow tooling process, very simple one. We start here. We call a web service. Web service is actually a web service that will publish an APV project. So that's a use case inspired by Scarbo 1's deployment in production at ANCV, Agence Nationale pour les Chèques Vacances. So that's about a request for funded holidays for unprivileged people. Wow, that's a real business use case. So you've got here a service. You've got here the interface. That's a WSDL. You could have copy-pasted the URL from EasySOA registry. And finally, we'll display the results. So first, we're going to export that in the EasySOA registry. So we've got the right model-to-model transformation. using under the hood CMS protocol. I'm not going to do it because I don't have a registry here because I've already got Bonita on port 8080. Too bad. Let's say I did it. Second part is now my users know about the services and the process. And I've got here, that's indicators, but I've got here, yes. Second part is to actually develop the services. So here you can see a Maven build that's discovered a lot of things in my source, like services, implementation, etc. And that's the kind of thing that goes into the registry here. And you can see here an implementation with information about operations, about its port type, about the web service it is linked to. And now is the technical part where you add actually technical information to your services, like how it is mapped to data and types. And when you've done that, you can actually export it as an executable process on Scarbo using export transformation Scarbo to a local file, please. Here it is. Finish. Wow, it works. Now let's use it in Bonita. Hi, Bonita. Please let me in, and please let me load up. So I'm going to remove the old one. Bye-bye. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to install the latest one. Here I'm installing the latest one. And when we've done that, we can actually run it. So just imagine I'm an end user, and I'm trying to publish a project. So I'm providing here the project ID. Could be prettier, obviously. And I'm going to get a result. Under the hood, it's doing a lot of things. Oh, it didn't work. Apparently, I don't have the right service. Is that true? Yes, it's true. Too bad. By the way, here is my little service. It's not complicated. It's just a publish method that takes a project ID and gives back whether it succeeded. So let's start again with another ID, submitting, crossing my fingers from, oh yeah, wow, it does a lot of things. That's FraSCAti. That's the light service engine working under the hood as a proxy between BPM and SCA. Oh yeah, it worked. Incredible. So here are the pictures. Here are a little information about how the workflows map in the registry, like we export images, workflows, comments, descriptions. And finally, EasySOA. So the registry will be a new product by OpenWide on the shelves in 2K13 next year. And Scarbo 2 will be released in 2K12, I hope, so this year still. And, well, thank you very much for your attention. And I hope that, well, that's going to give you a few ideas about how to more constantly manage your BPM on top of your SOA. Thank you very much.
Hi. So we'll talk on